Hey, welcome to Sweenor University. I'm Andre Gerard.
I'm Pete Coker.
Today we're going to be focusing on window and door casings, how to pre-assemble and install them, and yeah, it's going to be a good day.
We're going to do a frame of window here with a parting bead and two uprights and a head on it. And we're planning on putting the whole thing together and then you put it on. My whole theory, I mean, just the way I was trained and everything is, the whole reason for the parting bead is to separate the casing from the headpiece, just because of what you said. So you get plaster that sticks out a little bit further than the jamb or a little bit in, or you got a twist on it. You can just put a casing on one side of the window with a nice margin and put it, and it can be twisted a little bit. You're not even going to notice it. And you do the other one. Then you put the parting bead up. So now you've got the two casings looking nice. They might not be perfectly flat to everything in the world, but you're not going to need a 1/4 inch of caulking behind the thing. Then you put the head up on top of the parting bead.
That's how I learned it too.
Yeah, and it's just, and I kind of think it's the reason they invented the parting bead. It was just to deal with those issues. I see nowadays most of it, everybody's prefabbing the whole unit casing and then sticking up. And yes, it does come out really great on the bench. But then when you go to do it, if you have something that's, you know, you're
Start
gonna
whacking plaster out and scribing the back.
Excessively whacking plaster, you know, which is all right. If that's what you have to do, do it.
What I've gone in the habit of too is I'll assemble it. I'll cut each part and just loosely install it onto my door or my window. Just tack it with a brad, just so I know it's going to fit and everything's scribed, and make the adjustments, you know, right away. Then I'll take it down, assemble it, and put it back up. That's another thing I kind of have it too.
All right, we're going to do like a real simple casing for an opening. Could be a door or a window. And we're going to prefab make it like what you've done here and then put it on. I should give you a little drawing what I would like it to look like. This is what we're after. We're going to have 1x4 going up. We're going to have a parting bead that's going to extend, you know, 1/2 inch or whatever we decide on past that. 1x6, and then we're going to put a base cap on it. We've already got some tick marks on this one that we did from last week, and you can use that, or you can grab another one and take combination square, you know, doing your own marks. So don't worry about the sill area. We'll pretend this is a door. So we're going to run 1x4 up to this point, and we're going to prefab this whole unit. So you're going to do 1x4. Somebody's going to have to start ripping up parting beads, enough for everybody. That's going to go, and then we're going to have a 1x6 on top of that with a base cap on top of the 1x6. So I'm trying to think of the best way to prefab it. I'm almost thinking that we do the 1x4 separate, 2 pieces, 1, 2, and then we make up this whole header thing as of one. So that'll be 3 parts to that. Actually 5 and 6 when we do the little returns on it. And we're just going to assume that everything's nice and flat. I'm going to go grab some base cap that we've got out there. It's not a real traditional way of doing it, but we've got some here, and it's you'll learn the skills.
Hey, we did it on a couple jobs. Upside down base cap.
Or is it just going to be square stock?
Oh yeah.
Square stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter's the parting, the 1x6, so is that 5.5 inches above the parting bead?
No, the parting bead will be nailed to the face of it.
Okay, so that whole header equals 5.5 inches.
The whole header will be 5.5.
Okay.
Right. So you can work together with somebody else, or you can just do it totally on your own. I think everybody I'd like just to see you figure out.
The math on it.
Yeah, and it's not, hard, but just go from that point and let's go to the end like that and do that. We'll let everyone measure that 36 and a half or whatever it is.
Yep.
And I'm not sure the other two are exactly the same as this, work with the one you have.
Well, you want me to write it down on a block to say my legs are this, my header is this, and just show
No, I don't care. And, you do it and you put it on here and it's not working out, well, deal with it.
Great. So we'll keep
The
this
other
one
thing
on.
we could do is the 1x6 header, we could put, so we don't have the end grain showing, we could 45 that back on each end and just put little mitered returns on that.
Probably wouldn't have to do these, but just show 1x6 material.
Is that millimeter inside?
No,
That's straight, like the finish, the straight finish? Oh, yeah.
Looks good.
This one router bit right here?
Nice and flush.
Good. All right, so you got to start with your legs, and your legs are going to come right to your reveal line there from the bottom. We're going to call this the bottom. So
35, 5/8, I think I had.
just go 37. Cut two legs rough at 37. Bring them over here.
We're doing mitered quarters.
No.
Or no?
Nope. All right, so you have two square ends, right?
Square ends right here.
All right, great. So take the square end, line it up there, and I'll just mark it right in place.
Flush on the bottom.
Yep. And if this was say this is a door, right? It'll sit right on the floor, you won't even have to.
So you just
And I'll just do a crow's foot.
use the tape, just
I don't even touch the tape, because you're going 16ths, and yeah, it's like, I don't even.
good there, Nick.
I need more lead. Thanks. Sorry. Great. Cut that tick. And this is our left up. There you go. Check that. Let's see here. Love it. That's great. Yep, so mark that right. Okay. That's right and up. Awesome. So now we're going to get our header.
I'm gonna actually run some parting.
Great.
Maybe go over there.
Yeah. So I'm going to rough a header. And I know that we have, what do we have here? I know that we have 7 inches, right? So there to there's 25 and a half, right? Plus 7 is 32. So I'll rough something at, call it 3 feet. It's a nice number. Make a rough cut at 3 feet with 1x6. That's our header.
3 feet.
Yep. This is like the easiest way to do this. So I'll take my rough piece that's at 3 feet. Oh. I can go on the back side now. Just gonna double check that we're clearing. We're clearing. Great. Standing up on edge. Actually, go right here. I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna mark it. Great. Now I have 2 marks there where our reveals are. And usually I'll have a scrap on site, right? I'll take the scrap. I'll go right to my mark. Take the scrap. Go right to my mark. Boom. Okay, so I know that that's going to be the outside of our 45 for our returns. And then if I had let me grab a square. Somebody stole my square. I'll just carry that over. Carry that over. And I know that's where my long point of my 45 is. So we're gonna make a 45 cut, right? That comes out of there.
You want to take the return off these ends first?
If you want to. There's not a lot there, but you could. And yeah, that's it. So make those 45s.
Take these.
Awesome. Great way to do it. And you don't need a square, you know? You can flush it off with a... Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll do little V-folds. So I'll just line up one side. And you take the tape. Great. So do that side. Grab my pen nailer for you guys. You done with the pinner?
I learned that the hard way. Yeah, you probably will too. So.
Mine needs to go more.
Great.
Go ahead and attach those babies on there.
Let me get a Jose. You got it? Great. Be careful. Lovely. You gotta flick that one end down. Yep. Great.
Yep.
Awesome. All right. This is what separates the men from the boys. Right? Basically. So take your square. What I like to do for yep, yep, or even just follow the saw, you know. Like I said, or even this is what I do a lot of times too. I'll take. How do I usually do this? I'll take the material. If I line that point up and that point up right there, I know that's exactly what the return's going to be. Great. You left the lines. That's what we're looking for. That's perfect. You can only get so nice with the chops. So. And I'll instruct this to him as well. That's perfect. Those look awesome. Love it. Okay, so I told him, leave the lines. Leave the lines. This is something good to have. Not a lot of people have one of these, but it's nice.
Like a jig for a 45.
It's a trimmer. There's a huge knife on here. Huge knife. It's probably a 4-inch blade right there. That's it. All right, and I'm gonna really now fine adjust this. It takes the finest amount out and it creates perfect 45.
So that's just so you know you're perfect on 45.
Well, you can inch your way into something, you know, especially if you're doing a picture frame or, oh yeah. No, come over here.
I've never seen that. It's cool.
And then I'll just come here more. Boom. That's perfect. So for my returns, I'll usually just, these are nice to have. What's that?
Just making sure I left a prime edge on there.
Yeah. It's gonna get painted anyways, you know. Great. Something like this small. Do that. Do that. Stay.
I've never seen those either.
Beautiful. Very nice. You know, it's an extra hand.
Yeah, I like them.
How long do you like to leave those on?
As long as I can. You know? As long as I can. That's how long. So I'm just gonna take that. I want the long grain to be folded over, right? You guys know that. All right, so now where are we? We have to basically attach this onto our header, right? Okay, so now look, same deal with this. I pre-primed is nice, but you can't glue anything in the primed material. You're not gonna do anything. All right, so I'm doing this one a little different. See how bulky that head casing is there? So basically what I did is, these are called Collins clamps. They're just an extra hand.
Okay.
They're little pinchies. Little pinch guys. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply the parting bead underneath the header like this. So then it creates a step. Okay. A little more of a reveal. And I was just about to tell them, glue's not gonna stick to the surface.
Right.
It's not. You gotta sand it off. At least enough so you can get some grain there, you know? Awesome. And now we're looking good. And whenever I do a casing, I'm just gonna look. So I'll usually start like this. I'll just see where that intersection is, because that's the line we drew, right? So there it is right there, pretty nice. There it is right there, and I'll just draw a little tick in one spot, so I know where that's gonna be. Now I'll flip it over. Oh yeah, probably right there. I want to get the whole surface. Now I'll spread it out. Spread out everything. Great. Hold on. Sometimes what I'll do is, I'll take this, right? I'm just gonna draw a line so I know where to put glue. So now I know the glue is not gonna make that much of a mess, you know? Now I know. Great. And then whenever I do something like this, I'll do it on edge. There's our returns. That's the back side. See, that was the lines. So I'm just going to come down here and double check that that intersection lines up. And that lines up nice. So I'll start from one end and work my way down. So basically, how we assemble this is the intersection of our 45 is at the same intersection of this board right here. Yeah. And it basically creates the same reveal all the way around. All the way around. Yeah, I put, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. All right, nail her up. Perfect. Wonderful. Great. Now we have a nice, much cleaner. Then you can wipe the glue off with the.
I tend to do it with the chisel after it starts to come up or something. And just kind of
Yeah, that's the way to go. All right, and now what else do we have? Crown. So let's do the crown. Cut something rough. Whatever. Cut it rough. Yeah. Do 3 feet. Great. So that's normal base cap, and we're gonna go upside down. We'll go upside down with it. So hold that. We'll go mark.
Ray, what's going on with your,
Great. So that's our shore point. Yep. Yeah, draw that. Yep. Great. Double check it. Awesome. Yep. All right. Here, right here. Oops.
Putting these self-returns on now, or cutting them already, put this piece on right here, and then measuring the wall.
That's gotta be it. Yep. Beautiful. Love it. All right. Fantastic. I will drill the Kreggers. That's 2. This one. Lovely. Meter returns. Great. That's cool. All right. Now we have that. Yeah. So in a nice world, those returns, which we can scab something on there if you really wanted to. Oh no, I'll use the brad gun. Double check that they're not gonna fly through on us. The only time I use the pinner is for like little crap. And then again, I would sand this off, sand that backside a little bit, and get a little bit of glue on there. A little bit of glue. Because then you're not just relying on the nails, you know. And then if it wrapped around, I try to get a nail in there. And that's it.